Hi, my name is Doug Allan. I'm 34 years old. I'm from Calistoga, California, and the beautiful northern part of the Napa Valley. And my best bottle story begins when I'm a junior at Cornell University earning my bachelor's degree in hotel administration. One of the more famous classes at Cornell is the wine appreciation class at the hotel school. It has a very odd reputation at Cornell because it's one of the most failed classes because a lot of the students that take the class don't take it very seriously. In my case, I actually was very interested in wine and wanted to learn more about wine, so I enrolled in the class and took it very seriously and did very well in the class and enjoyed it very much. And so the class I want to tell you about was each class was broken up into a different region or different section about wine, and each class had a flight of wines that corresponded to that region. And so one of the classes was about Bordeaux, and there were a flight of 3 wines that the professor chose. One of the wines in the Bordeaux section was a 1986 Pontet Canet from Pauillac, and that wine happened to be 16 years old at the time. And coming from a family that appreciated wine but didn't age wine or didn't drink fine wine, I was accustomed to wines that came off the supermarket shelf and were able to be consumed very early. So this 1986 Pontet Canet really blew me away. It was something I'd never experienced before, and it was a beautiful wine. It was so interesting that it actually stuck in my palate for about 2 hours after the class. And I spent those 2 hours wondering what was it about this wine that was so beautiful and so amazing that made me think about it so deeply for almost 2 hours after I'd finished this wine. So the following day I actually went to the professor, knocked on his door, and had an hour conversation with him about what made this wine so special. We spent the next hour dissecting this wine, talking about this 86 Pontet Canet, and he was the first person to open my eyes to the world of fine wine, aged wine, what makes a wine age, how it ages, what structure it had, the tannins, the composure, the flavor, the nuance, the secondary flavors, the nose, all of these different elements that added so much complexity to this wine. He and I spent an hour discussing in his office. And after that meeting, I walked out of that class and said, oh my gosh, this is something that is more than meets the eye. This bottle of wine was phenomenal. It blew me away. I've been fortunate enough since then to have a few more bottles like that, but this one bottle was the bottle that opened my eyes to fine wine and allowed me to enter into a career with passion, with fervor, and love for wine. And I've spent the past 15 years of my life and my career dedicated to learning about wine, studying wine, and working in wine. And that's why I want to be the next best bottle contestant and show you that I can make a phenomenal bottle of wine because I've learned and studied wine so many times, including this 86 Pontet Canet. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon. Cheers.